Three, how can someone start a successful YouTube channel, or for someone who already have their channel, how can they develop that?
It's a great question. It's a super important question too, because YouTube is so popular as a platform now, and there's so many people that have business models that revolve around a YouTube channel, which is very different to 10 years ago. So in 2023, I think it's important for people to have a good identity on the metric for success that they have for YouTube. So for example, if you own a dry cleaning company, you probably don't, success for you is not a viral video.
Yes.
Like that can be useful for businesses. Sometimes it helps as a sort of guerrilla marketing tactic, but realistically, you want, there's probably 500 people in your city that you want them to see what your process is like, what your staff members are like, what your facility looks like. You're really targeting your content pieces to a specific segment. So I think a lot of people get it twisted around and they think, oh, to have a successful YouTube channel, I need like 100,000 subscribers or whatever. But that's not true. A successful YouTube channel in my head means that it is connecting your product or service to the people who want to learn more about it. So with that in mind, I think in 2023, more than ever, your content needs to be truly transparently you. You don't need to say things that you think people want to hear. You don't need to say things that other companies are doing and try to copy them. Your goal is to be memorable and to be transparent to your potential customers. If you're a business owner using YouTube, like use that to express your personality, use that to show people what your facilities look like or what your products look like, use them for customer testimonials. Those are all sort of evergreen content pieces that no matter what industry you're in, they work and they're never going to stop working. There's no expiration date on those.
I like your example of the businesses, because a lot of people, they are not content creator, they are not YouTubers like me. So you're not looking for, to get viral videos, you're not looking to get many views. I was just doing a quick math here. You have someone who has a business, he's just trying to get 500 customers. And if each of these customers were spending $100, that's $50,000, right?
Exactly.
You get 500 people in your city or state as customer paying you a monthly or something like that, $100. That's already a great revenue.
That's so true. Yeah, it's an overlooked facet of business as well. I wish I could remember the author, but there's a piece called 1,000 True Fans. I'll have to look this up at some point, but it basically is saying exactly what you're saying. And that is, it's way more important to have 1,000 people that really deeply care about whatever it is you do. If you're a musician, they care about your songs. If you're an author, they care about your writing. Or a businessman, they care about, your food, your service, whatever business you're in. That 1,000 people is all you need and more. You don't need to worry about reaching 20,000, 100,000 people. If, like you're saying, if each of them is paying you $100 a month, you don't have to look any further than that.
Yeah, that's so good. It's so good that I like what you're doing. Like you're really targeting businesses, small businesses for YouTube. That's really a niche, because I don't think a lot of people are seeing what you're seeing. Instead of saying, hey, maybe you can also do that. You can build your own channel, try to do that. But at the same time, you're helping small businesses, give them exposure. And those small businesses, they don't need to be viral. They just need to find those customers using SEO who can be those loyal customers. And that's it. And the business is running.
That's exactly right. That's something my business partner and I talk to a lot of our clients or our leads about, is we call that defensive social media. So your goal, like you're saying, it's, you're not trying to have a video go viral or do something that's going to get a ton of eyeballs on it necessarily. What you do want is a defensive line. So if somebody Googles your business, they can see you're on par or better than your peers. You have your product or your service in a way that they can see it, they can understand it. And, it's the same purpose as a lot of websites serve for small businesses. You're not giving reports to somebody on how many monthly active users you have on your website. If the goal of the website is like, hey, I want more people to sign up for hair appointments, in a way of thinking, you can only handle so much traffic. So it's not finding as much traffic as possible. It's finding the right traffic.
Yeah, that's really important what you're saying. And for YouTubers out there, we have a lot of YouTubers, a lot of people are starting their own channel, and even they're asking question to high school student. They say, hey, what you want to do when you grow up? A lot of them are saying, hey, I want to be a YouTuber now. That's a new thing. Like 10 years ago, no one was talking about it. But what advice do you have for YouTubers to grow their channel? People who are really trying, like, to be viral, to get views, to grow.
To grow a channel effectively, you need to hit a sweet spot when it comes to content decision making. So on the one hand, you could go to YouTube's trending page and you can say, oh, like prank videos are really popular, or like, boxing content is doing well. And you can try to cater to that. But a lot of times what that does is that just makes your content look very dated very quickly, because next month when, whatever meme or, whatever the flavor of the day has changed, your content doesn't stand out and it's forgettable. So I think finding something that's popular or that has a strong niche following. So, if you're a gamer, maybe it's finding a specific game that has a really hardcore fan base, but there aren't a lot of streamers that play it, or there aren't a lot of content creators that are addressing it. So finding something that you enjoy, because it is a passion project. Like, better than most people, it's a lot of work to create a YouTube channel, to maintain it, to edit videos. There's so many roles. Like, you're doing the work of an entire production company as one man. So you really have to love what it is you're doing, even if you don't end up getting any videos that have more than 1,000 views or anything ever. Like, you need to love what you're doing, and then it'll still be successful. But once you find something that you love, find a community that connects with what you love. So gaming is a very popular thing on YouTube, but it's a good case study. So if you're a gamer, you're going to have a really hard time breaking into like the League of Legends niche, because there are literally hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of content creators that are streaming it, uploading highlight clips. There's like a whole secondary market for people that watch pro tournaments, download them, clip out the best parts or whatever. So that might not be the place you want to start. You might want to start on, see if you can find a game that you enjoyed growing up, that some other people enjoyed, but isn't really a hot button issue, or is not like at the top of everybody's mind right now, and see if you can go around and find that audience. So this is where things like TikTok and Instagram Reels and all that come in, is you can then take your ideas, take portions of your videos, kind of launch them out there using hashtags, using collaboration with other content creators, comments and everything like that. You can sort of start to pull people in to see at least what you're creating and presenting. And then that allows you to sort of get a read on if people connect with it. And if people come and they watch your videos and you see your average view time is 5 seconds, it's like, well, they clicked on this and decided it wasn't for them. And that either means they were misled, like I used the wrong tags, or the headline, the title that I used was misleading, or it just means like, my content could be improved. So that kind of gives you like a starting place. And if you keep chipping away at making better content, practicing editing, looking at creators that are successful, seeing what is it that they're doing that's successful, what is my version of that? I think that's a pretty tried and true cycle that you can sort of go through. And yeah, I mean, a lot of it is about finding your own voice and finding where it is that you uniquely sit in the whole industry that is YouTube now.